Welcome to the Bot Squad podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Jinder94, here to cover another episode of Monday Night Raw. Well, let's get right into it, because there isn't really much to talk about. A few points, but that's about it. You can follow me on Twitter at Jinder94. Follow the podcast on Twitter at BotSquadPod. And let's get into this. So this is the Go Home show for Fastlane. The February 15th edition of Monday Night Raw. So Raw kicked off with Dean Ambrose coming out talking about, he wants Brock to come back out here again, and he knows he's going to get F5, and, there's a tropical storm coming, and he just wants Brock to come out and show him what he got again. And, he's pretty much calling him out. But instead of getting Brock, he gets Stephanie McMahon. So Stephanie comes out and says, you can get F5, but it just won't be from Brock. And she announces a fatal 5-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. It's Dean Ambrose versus Tyler Breeze, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, and Kevin Owens. So that's the first match to kick off Monday Night Raw. It was a pretty good match. It was a bunch of good spots. These guys all work great, so I'm not surprised that it was a good match. There was a good spot right at the end where Ambrose hit Dirty Deeds as he was getting zigzagged, and pretty much Kevin Owens took advantage of that and pop-up powerbomb Tyler Breeze to pick up the victory. Kevin Owens is your new Intercontinental Champion, and I guess he'll be facing Ziggler at Fastlane for the Intercontinental Championship, so that remains to be seen who's going to win that, even though I believe it'll be Owens, because why would they just give him the title just to take it off of him right at Fastlane to Dolph Ziggler? So, pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Probably my favorite match of the night. Easily. Yep, that was easily my favorite match of the night. Of the matches that actually got finished. But, backstage, Renee Young is talking to Dean about him losing the title. Says, "Are you surprised about it, the match?" He says, nothing the Authority does surprises him, and then he leaves. And then they cut back to her, and Kevin Owens is like, talk about me. I just won the match. Give me the attention I deserve. And then Dolph comes up and was like, "Yeah, congratulations. You won the match. So I won a title match. I mean, I've beaten you the past couple of weeks, so why not?" So, I guess that's how that got set up or whatever. Next, the New Day come out and talk about being on the Cutting Edge Peep Show at Fastlane with Edge and Christian. So they're not in a match, they're just going to be on the talk show. So that should be entertaining, especially since I'm going to be there. So I get to see Edge and Christian, which is awesome. They talk about Mark Henry saying he could have been the world's largest unicorn or something, but instead he's just the world's largest butthole or booty hole. That was pretty funny. So then Mark Henry came out and he was pissed because, he left them last week because they were trying to boss him around or whatever. So it was Big E versus Mark Henry. Normal New Day stuff, shouting at him, doing whatever New Day does, playing the trumpet, gyrations, classic New Day stuff. It was alright big man match until the end where Big E went for the big ending and Henry kind of just fell off his shoulders and Big E kind of pinned him. It was real sloppy at the end. I don't know what they were trying to do. It looked like Big E was going to hit the big ending and Mark Henry slipped off and he just pinned him. It was really weird. I don't know what happened there. So next, Byron Saxton interviews Brie Bella in the ring. She comes out to talk about Daniel Bryan and her match against Charlotte. And then Charlotte comes out to interrupt her, telling her it's alright, you can forfeit the match if you want to go be with Daniel Bryan. I mean, I would understand or whatever. Pretty much just telling her she needs to leave and she doesn't need to be here. And only reason she's here so she can support her and Daniel and she can support Nikki, but she needs to go be there with them instead of being here. And Bree says, you think I'm just going to be easy to beat, but I'm not. You're taking me for granted here. You don't think I have a chance to beat you. And she was disgusted about the champion she became. And then Charlotte says she can only imagine what her goat-faced vegan babies will become. And that set Brie off, and she attacked her and knocked her out the ring. So, they're having their match at Fastlane. Who cares? I don't really care for Brie Bella. Heard she's supposed to be leaving the company soon. So, hey, it is what it is. Let's see. I think the next match was AJ Styles versus The Miz with Jericho on commentary. Probably my second favorite match of the night. You know, these two put on a good match. I really enjoyed it. You know, Miz as a heel, always good heel work. And I wasn't really the biggest fan of his in-ring work, but I don't know. This match was pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was like a back and forth type of match, and pretty much Jericho was on commentary talking about, you know, he beat AJ, and you know AJ beat him. He's not discrediting his ring work, but he still needs to prove himself. He's a rookie here, even though he hasn't been a rookie in the wrestling business, but you know he's new in the WWE scene or whatever. Pretty much at the end of the match, The Miz went for his little corner turnbuckle thing, and he missed and got put into the calf crusher, which is a submission AJ does, where he like bends your leg backwards and applies pressure to your calf muscle. And The Miz tapped out from that. And after the match, Jericho tried to get in the ring, and AJ's like, wait. I'm going to just make this easier for you. You know you want a third match. Let's face it, Fastlane. So Jericho was like, I don't know if I want to face you. I'll let you know on Smackdown. So I'm guessing Chris Jericho is probably going to attack him on Smackdown and then be like, yeah, I'll face you at Fastlane or whatever. So I don't know. That should be a good match. I haven't seen Jericho wrestle live, so that'll be interesting for me to see at Fastlane. Next, the Dudleys come out, the heel Dudleys, to explain their actions against the Usos. They tried to call them out, like, yeah, come on out, Usos. And they're like, oh, wait, we put them through tables last week, so they're probably not coming out. And then they went on to say that they're not just here for a farewell tour, and, you know, they're the most dangerous tag team in the world, and the tables are gone, and they don't give a damn what any of you think about that, or what you think about them, or what you even chant at them. So, you know, heel Dudleys or whatever. Next match was Summer Rae versus Paige. It was a pretty quick match. Summer Rae was serious the whole match, and Paige was like, why am I facing you? And Summer Rae was taking it to Paige the whole match, and you know, Paige got some offense back, and then in the end, Paige was going for a submission, and she took too long, and I think the PTO, the Paige tap out, she was going for that, and she took too long, and Summer Rae rolled her up and got the victory over. I don't know what they're doing with Paige. It's like they're making her a joke now. I don't know. Summer Rae beat her. That whatever. Paul Heyman came out saying that, you know, Brock's going to face Triple H at Mania, but that's not what he wants to specifically talk about. He says he wants to tell Roman Reigns to his face what he has to tell him. So Roman Reigns comes out and he's like, this match on Sunday is one of the biggest matches of your career. You have to go through the Beast, and not only the Beast, but you have to go through one of your best friends, Dean Ambrose, somebody you call your brother, and your family is riding on this match. You could become champion again, and, you know, go back to your family like, yeah, I'm the champ. But you have to put your friendship aside and make it all about your family. And Roman Reigns was like, yeah, I really respect that. Thank you for telling me, you know. I'm glad you came out here and told me how you felt to my face and didn't just slander it all over or whatever. And Roman's like, yeah, I know exactly what I'll have to do. I faced Dean Ambrose before and I beat him, so I have no problem with facing him again. We put our friendship aside when it's time to fight. And Heyman and him shook hands, and Heyman left, and then the Dudleys attacked. The Dudleys attacked Roman Reigns, and Ambrose came out to help him fight the Dudleys off. So, you know, hey, my brother came out to save me. And then, you know, after they do the little handshake, and Dean Ambrose almost catches Roman Reigns in the dirty deeds. I guess he's trying to keep him on his heels and let him know, hey, I'm in this match too. You don't just have to worry about Brock. You got to worry about me too. Don't just think, because we're brothers, that I won't hit you with this dirty deeds and pin you on Sunday. So Roman was like, whoa, you kind of caught me off guard there, but I like it. All right, cool. Alright, so hopefully this is a good match on Sunday. I mean, they're kind of building it up better than they normally build up, you know, big matches, so I'm excited for it. Yeah, so Zack Ryder's in the ring when they come back from commercial, and the Social Outcasts come out, so Zack Ryder versus Heath Slater. This match went like 2-3 minutes. Bo Dallas distracted Zack Ryder, and Heath Slater hit him with whatever his special is. I don't really care. R-Truth was on a date with his, I guess, fake girlfriend or whatever. And Goldust was the server, still trying to get Truth to be his partner, trying to sell it that they're already partners. And then he brings some champagne and he's trying to open it, and he sprays the champagne all over Truth's date, and it was like a sexual innuendo, as if Goldust was, ejaculating on Truth's date, and it was really funny. These vignettes they've been doing over the past couple of weeks have been funny as ever, and I really enjoy them. So, yeah, so I don't know if they're going to be a tag team anytime soon, but, these two are going to be hilarious. It's going to be just like when Goldust teamed up with Booker T back in the day. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where that goes. Next was a 6-man tag, the Lucha Dragons and Neville versus the League of Nations. Started off with a bunch of high spots. All three of them dove out the ring onto the League of Nations, and then after that it got really, really boring. Eventually Del Rio did a little foot stomp off the top rope, kind of across the middle of the ring to Sin Cara and beat them. Whatever. It's like the League of Nations, it's like 3 out of the 4 are hurt, and they're trying to play it off like they're not hurt, and it's just terrible. Wade Barrett's hurt. He's just outside of the ring, just dancing or whatever. You got Del Rio, who didn't want to tag in for most of the match because I guess he's still dealing with back problems. And then it looks like Sheamus still has like a cast on his hand, and he tried to cover it up with tape. And yeah, they're hurt. They're really hurt, but they still got the win. They showed backstage in the parking lot where Tamina and Naomi attacked Becky as she was coming into the arena. She got super kicked or whatever. So it was Naomi versus Becky Lynch as the match or whatever. Becky started off aggressively, and this match didn't go long either. And Tamina tried to distract Becky, but she knocked her off the apron, and then she caught Naomi in the disarmer, made her tap out. Afterwards, they attack her. Sasha Banks comes out eventually to help her, even after they beat her up or whatever. Like, she wanted to come help, but she kind of didn't. She, walked down in heels and leggings, and damn, she looked good. But no, yeah, so they're having a tag team match at Fastlane. And then the main event was Big Show versus Braun Strowman. Why was this the main event? I would have preferred the Fatal 5-Way or whatever weird name they called that match. I would have preferred that to be the main event. I mean, Big Show versus Braun Strowman, and it didn't even last long. Like, most of these matches went about 2 to 3 minutes, and then interference happened. Like, there were barely any clean finishes in this whole episode of Raw. But yeah, as you know, the Wyatt family got in and started attacking the Big Show, and Ryback came out to help, and they started beating him down, and then Kane came from under the ring, and they fought off the Wyatt family. There's probably gonna be like a 4-on-3 tag match or a 3-on-3 tag match at the pay-per-view. I really don't care to see, but whatever. And that's how they decide to end Raw. Like I said, Raw was meh at best. A couple good matches, but and a couple good segments, but other than that, nothing to really write home about. The Go Home show, and they didn't really. I mean, I'm excited for it because I'm gonna be there live, but if I wasn't there live, I probably wouldn't be excited for this show at all. I get to see AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, a couple other people, Kevin Owens. Did I see him live? No, I didn't see him live. I went to NXT last year. I don't think he was there. I think he was on the main roster by then. And yeah, get to see a couple good people. And hopefully the pay-per-view delivers. They're known for delivering pay-per-views, but they don't deliver consistently good Raws. Last week was a good Raw. This week was more skippable, I'll say. Definitely more skippable. Sorry the reviews aren't really that great, but there isn't really much to talk about when they give us crap shows. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and slap a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new. I see we're gaining subscribers. I have about 20 to 30 now. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, and I'll try to pump out more videos, but it just doesn't seem to be much to talk about these days in WWE. But I'll try my best, try to come up with some new video ideas, and get the ball rolling on the channel. So I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Later. Peace. Later.